Fellas, how we doing? We doing good? Now, as you may have seen by the lack of corny jokes and video games, it's not gonna be my normal upload. Today marks the date. What's the date? December 11th, September 11th, 2001. This is gonna be the kickoff of a new series I'm doing. You know, video games aren't doing it for me much anymore. Now, I am going to be starting a new series called BXR, where, you know, I just bring some of my favorite movies, you know, underrated movies. I have some personal favorites that I think, you know, deserve some more attention because, you know, people are fucking stupid. At the end of each video, I'm gonna put my favorite scene into an award called Ben Awards. And why do I look so fucking short? Tall and mighty. Are you serious? That's as tall as this chair goes? 1 second. All right, that's better. Okay. I'm gonna put my favorite scene into a category called the Ben Awards. And then my not so favorite scene, which I would treat like an unwanted son, not play, not even want to touch, not play any sort of, really just any sort of relationship. They're gonna be called the Ben Abhors. Like abhor, but like plural. Adding on to the other ranking system, I'm gonna put that movie and I'm gonna rank it 1 out of 10 Bs. Just stay with me, all right? You staying with me? Hey, you staying with me? Are you staying with me? 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. If you do it any other way, that's just fucking weird. I don't know why you would. So let's kick off today's episode with a sponsor from. Nah, I'm just joking. Nobody really likes my video. Let's kick off today's episode with a banger, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, today's movie is called The Watch, directed by Mr. I don't know how to fucking say it, Akiva Schaffer, who also made these movies right here. He made these 3 movies. Look at that. They're on the screen and I'm pointing to them. Isn't that fucking crazy? I'm going to go ahead and say this movie is in my top 5, and it's like super easy for me to like movies. There could be one good joke. And Romeo, you're doing this right now today on the launch of my new series? Hey, look at my cat. Look at my cat, Roman. One of the major selling points of this movie is its banger of a cast. It's got Ben Stiller, Jonah Hill, Will Forte, Ronald Ermey, Vince Vaughn. Like, those people combined, they're like the Avengers of fucking comedy. On top of the immature adults and just overall amazing jokes and talent in this movie, it's just a good movie. It's just a good movie, okay? Now, don't take my word for it, but definitely don't take Rotten Tomatoes or any other rating system's opinion of this movie. All right, see, I'm pulling this up on Google. IMDb, 5.7 out of 10. Now, listen, I know you're sitting here like, I've never even heard of this movie, and it has a 5.7, so I'm not gonna watch it. Listen, you came to this video because you wanted to watch a movie. I don't care if that's not what happened. I'm telling you it is. 16% on Rotten Tomatoes. Listen, if your IQ is higher than 0 and you've watched this movie, you would understand that it's a good movie. I don't know what fucking chimpanzees at IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes what are they even doing? Our story follows Evan Troutwig, who runs a running club. Get it? Do you get the joke? Runs a running club. And he also runs a Costco in a sci-fi movie. Don't even come to me with any bad opinions on this movie because your bad opinion is just gonna be wrong. After closing up the store, Evan talks to Antonio Guzman, a fresh citizen with some fresh tattoos. And then he kicks back, pops open some cold ones, listens to NWA, jerks off to borderline porn, and then, he just dies. He dies by an alien. Listen, we don't know it's an alien at this point in the movie, but it's an alien. My favorite scenes in this movie ever is after Evan hears about the death of Antonio Guzman, he listens to The Sound of Silence, but it's sung in Spanish, which to me it's hilarious because in the beginning of the movie, he proves He tries to prove how unracist he is, and it's just funny, and it just adds a whole new layer of comedy. Evan then decides he's not gonna stand around with his dick up his own ass. He's gonna form a neighborhood watch.
Vigilante squad, militia, whatever you're going for, it doesn't matter.
This neighborhood watch has the best squad ever imagined. We got Bob. We got Franklin. We got Marcus. As they get settled into Evan's living room, they decide, fuck this, and they go to Bob's place, which is way more cooler. I'm talking pool tables, lazy boys. It's just the overall good man cave, and it questions the fact how Evan even has a wife. He is literally like a walking bird. The three very much cooler group members decide, you know, kick back, pick your poison, scotch, and yes, they drink some beers, they party, and then Evan's like, you know what, I'm a weirdo. And then Evan's like, hey, listen, I'm serious about this because my friend died and we need to find the killer. Come on. After putting up some flyers, he meets this creepy dude outside of his house. I'm talking creepy. This is a creepy dude, all right? And apparently he just went through Evan's mail, and then he compliments him, so, you know, it doesn't matter that he went through his mail. Then they get some sick-ass jacket made by Bob, but of course, Evan is like, yo, this isn't my logo I gave you, Vince Vaughn. Dude.
Shut up.
No one cares. It's a tiger with flames on it. That is the most badass and sick thing you could ever ask for. And they go on a stakeout mission, you know. They piss in beer bottles. And then, oh my gosh, I tell you, we meet the highlight of this movie. Sergeant Bressman and Chucho. They are suspicious as hell of these dudes. These two people are probably the funniest people in this movie. Right, then they get a call in about some mysterious person at the football stadium, and then when they showed up, they get pelted with eggs. They get yolked on, they get scrambled, they get sunny side up, they get eggs Benedict down. They see the perpetrators, they see one of them running. And you know, Evan Treadwig, he's the runner of the running club.
This is the founder of the Glenview Running Club.
They bring them into the police station to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre.
That's right.
They kick it back. They relax. They start chilling. They are driving in their soccer mom van, and then they hit something. I don't know what yet. But as they get out and investigate, they see this little silver ball, this big silver ball. Ronald Ermey comes out and he's like,
What in the hell are you people doing in my yard?
and they leave because, you know, he's senile. Next, we were in Bob's home. He's scrolling on Facebook, you know, as anybody in 2012 does. And he finds out a video of his daughter making out with this weird dude. He goes into her room and he's all like, yo, what the F? Yo, what the F? And then Vince is like, don't F me. What is this makeout video, huh? Like, oh, what's his toy? Who's Troy, huh? What's his toy story, huh? They're like, I'll get it down. Yeah, oh, I'm a teenage girl. Evan and Bob have this heartfelt dick conversation. Evan's all like, yo, my stuff, my junk ain't splurting, man. And then Evan's like, first off, call it a dick. Listen, just don't be a pussy, man. Just go straight up and tell her. Just go up and just tell her that you're splooging some losers, okay? Then they get a call from the old man, and he's like, and they're like, what? No. Then they go there, don't see anybody on the roof, nobody inside. The old man's not out there yelling racial slurs at them. Then they walk around back, Jamarcus and Evan, and they see this alien, and they're like, ooh, alien. Oh, they feed it some gum, and then Full Metal Jacket Man is dead. Then the alien, you know, socks the shit out of Evan. Jamarcus is just standing there like a pussy, and then Evan whaps it upside the head.
Oh, shit. Jesus. You okay? That was really stressful.
They bring it back to their place. They have this really cool photo shoot with him, and they're just like, oh, and then Bob straight up makes out with it and starts groping it, which I would, if I was with an alien in the same room, I would not even want to touch it. I would just kill it. I don't care if it holds the secrets to the universe. I would straight up kill that thing. You understand me? Then the alien's like, oh, I'm back, and then he's like, oh yeah, you like that, bitch? And then Evan delivers us this line.
To wear them. They're among us.
Then they go to a Costco. They're suspicious of everybody, man. That old dude shows, remember that mailman? That mailman? Not like mailman, but he's a like mailman. The dude from the mail. He's all like he's like, listen, I want you to come over to my place. There's going to be some special people there. And if you don't, you know, you're going to die soon anyways. And then they're like, you know what? Let's just go home. They walk into Evan's home and his wife is just there. Fish out. She's like, ooh, save me, Mr. Neighborhood Man. And then Bob walks in and he's like, oh, sick. Oh, sick. Some puss, man. And they go stake out the old man's place because right now they're 100% sure that he's an alien. I mean, if you're watching this movie for the first time, then of course you're going to think he's an alien. Then Bob sees this video or something on his phone. He's like, yo, I got to go, man. My daughter's at this party. And she cannot be at this party. Eventually, the old dude, him. He's like, yo, you guys out here? You might as well come inside. And then Evan and Jamarcus are like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Then it's just a big orgy. They find out why all the batteries were missing from Costco and stuff. Well, not missing, they bought them, but you know. Eventually, Bob comes home, and then Evan's like, yo, we need to talk, man. And then they're like, dude, the neighborhood watch is over. And then they fight over Franklin. They're like, here, boy, here, boy, here, boy. And then Evan's like, you know what? That you're right. I need to stop being such a pussy and go tell my wife that I am shooting blanks and I can't give her a kid, man.
I'm sterile.
Bye-bye.
Then they have this heartfelt convo. And, you know, just when you think they're about to, you know, bang, Jamarcus comes up. And he's all like, hey, listen, man, I need to talk to you in the group right now. And then he just cuts his hand open. There's goo, that cummy goo substance, the consistency, the texture. It is just all like cum. And then they're like, dude, you're an alien? And then Jamarcus is all like, yeah, man, I'm an alien. So what? You guys are going to die soon anyways. My armada's coming, man. And then they're like, dude, leave. I don't care if you haven't killed us yet, but you're an alien. So scram. On the way to the Costco, they try to call the police, but, you know, the police are dicks. And then Frank is like, yo, give me the phone.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Preston, you were right. Karwicki is the Costco killer. He's gonna take us to Costco right now and kill us. You gotta help us. Ah! He's coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Believe that?
Then they go to Costco. You know, they're like, listen, we need some plans. We need these walkie-talkies, okay? So they find some walkie-talkies in the toy aisle. And they can't open them. I don't know how they get those things open. Those things are like fucking steel. And then, you know, Breastman and Chucho get there and they're like, put your weapons down, man. But there was like, there was like an alien there, so they'd shoot him off. And then Evan was like, listen, calm TF down, okay? Cuz. And then Chucho, I'm sorry. Chucho just gets impaled. And then Breastman is obviously just overly emotional. Chucho, rest in peace, Chucho. You will forever be in our memories.
Neighborhood watch. Suck a fat dick, Chucho.
Then there's this epic shootout with the aliens.
Die! You killed my friend!
They find out, you know, that dude that the daughter was fucking is also an alien, which obviously he's an alien. They have this epic shootout. They're like, yo, dude, their brains are in their dicks. Jamarcus comes in, saves the day because he's like, their brain is in their dicks, man. As Bob is getting choked out by the dude, he just goes, yeah, yeah, and just rips his dick off, which alien movie where alien gets his dick ripped off. That could be the title of this movie, and I would be sold, okay? Then they destroy this transmitter, and then there is this epic shootout scene, which I don't think there will ever be a cooler shootout scene than this one. Costco blows up. Evan's wife and Bressman are like, oh, is he dead? Bressman's like, oh, hey, listen, I'm single too. Listen, I know you're probably feeling a lot of negative emotions right now.
Oh no, your husband's dead, isn't he? Your husband's dead. I'm so sorry. You're gonna find somebody. You're gonna find somebody. You're a great person. Life goes on, though. There's always something better around the corner. That's what my mom always said. I'm single too, actually.
Then, just like a phoenix, Evan, Bob, Franklin, and Jamarcus walk out of the fire. It's just so badass, man. I have barely cried to a movie ever. I cried to this scene. I'm telling you right now. And then, you know, movie's coming to a close. Franklin becomes a cop with Bressman. Evan and his wife are like, yo, since you're shooting losers, they adopted this Asian baby, and you know, everything's fine. Everything's fine with the daughter and Bob, and it is just amazing. Man, what an ending to a film. Now, for the best part, let's go over to the rating corner, shall we? Yeah, it's just the same corner. So here are my ratings of this movie based on different categories. And overall, I give this movie a 9.8 out of 10. It could be just very teensy better. You guys should go watch it. Don't let this video overtake you watching it. My favorite scene going to the Ben Awards is probably the scene where they get that kid to the police, and that scene where they're just antagonizing the kid. Here it is.
Tried to run away on his little skitter board.
Did you really?
Get back to the playground and the monkey bars.
I think it's nice to throw eggs at people.
Do you?
Do you answer the question? It's rude. It hurts people's feelings, and it hurts their faces.
And now, you deal with the consequences.
Homegirl's trying to make an omelet.
Yeah, look at me.
Look at his face.
Look at my face.
Look at his face and listen to me.
Look at him and listen to me.
Look at him and understand me. Look at both of us, but understand no one. Listen to my words and hear his face.
My Ben abhor, my least favorite scene in this movie, probably when they've made Jamarcus leave because he's an alien. I mean, Jamarcus didn't kill them, first off. They were trying to help him, and he admitted he was an alien. So, like, what are you guys upset for? I really enjoyed this movie, and the first time I watched it was just, I was like a little kid with a good relationship with his father. All right, I hope you enjoyed this new type of content. I really love movies, and I'm going to be covering some other stuff like, you know, mysteries and horror movies and like indie games and all other sorts of stuff. If you have any suggestions for a movie, you know, feel free to leave it down in the comments. Or, you know, maybe I'll make like a Google form or something you guys can fill out. And let me know what different types of like indie games or mysteries or horror movies you want me to cover. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.